Hello folks, it's Scott again, and I'm back with some more plant identification. Y'all seem to enjoy the poison oak ID video, so I thought I'd put together some more, and we can now talk more about plant ID of some of our more common plant families in California. And we'll start out with this one, the mint family. So here we're looking at Salvia brandegii, and let's talk a little bit about how to tell if the plant you're looking at is a mint. And generally, I want you to think about looking for three main structures on this plant: the stem, the leaves, and the flowers. So let's get into it. Here we have a fragrant pitcher sage, Lepicinia, and this cultivar is El Tigre. We're on the Porter Trail of the garden if you want to come check this plant out. And if you look closely at the stem, you'll notice that, and maybe you can feel this a little better when you're here at the garden, the stem has 4 angles on it. So it's kind of a squared off stem. So it has some 90-degree angles to the stem. So that's pretty common of members of the mint family, square stem. But also, if we look at the leaf arrangement, we are going to see opposite leaves. So right here at a growth node, you have a leaf growing on either side. So the leaves are opposite one another. Square stem, opposite leaves, very common in the mint family. Can also notice the leaf has a lot of glands on it. It's a very rugged leaf, glandular leaf, and within those glands you have secondary chemistry. So these are different kinds of terpenes and other chemicals that actually reduce herbivory. We as humans happen to like those flavors, but the reason the plant has them is to try to ensure that other animals aren't going to eat them. So we have square stem, opposite leaves that tend to be glandular and scented. And now let's look at the inflorescence on an individual flower. So this is back to the Salvia brandegii. It's bilaterally symmetrical. So like humans or a butterfly, if you drew a line from top to bottom down the middle, the left and right sides of that line will be more or less symmetrical. And look, they're clustered on these heads. And that's pretty common, particularly of the Salvia genus within the mint family, Lamiaceae. Very architectural. You see on the Lepicinia here, not quite as many flowers clustered in each inflorescence. So again, you see the bilaterally symmetrical flower with a little bit of a cluster going on. And now let's look over here at a white sage, which again, opposite leaves, square stem, and you see the inflorescence is more of a cyme here, where you have the central inflorescence that's going to go up that vertical axis, and then you have these kind of lateral buds forming here. So it's kind of like a 3-part inflorescence with the middle part going up higher and the lateral parts being a little bit shorter. But we'll see those clusters of flowers similar to the Salvia brandegii here. So if you encounter a plant that has square stem, opposite leaves that have a strong scent or are very glandular, and those clustered flowers that are bilaterally symmetrical and typically arranged around the axis, you're looking at a member of the mint family. So let us know if you see any cool members of the mint family in your backyard or on your hikes, and we can't wait to hear more about your sightings out there in the spring. Till next time.